My name is May Newberry, and I'm an intern for the Boarding Project, a young woman involved in government. I have a voice, and so often I've taken that voice for granted. However, women all over the world are silenced and forced into situations where they're disempowered, disengaged from their political environment, from belittled in media, all of that. And it's so upsetting for me to see because I've only ever been encouraged to participate. And I think women all around the world deserve that same encouragement because so many countries are built on the backs of women, and this is very rarely recognized. Some of my friends and family that share my sentiments.
I read somewhere that every 3 seconds, a girl under 18 gets married. That every 10 minutes, a young girl dies of violence. And that girls are less than half as likely as boys to receive a basic education.
As a young woman that grew up seeing the lack of representation for women in the government, it's become incredibly important to me to try to gain representation for women through the electing or hiring of women for various leadership positions.
As a young woman in America right now, I think it's essential to be political because for so long, issues that concern me and other underrepresented groups were not given fair time or just ignored completely. When we don't have people who look like us representing and leading, our interests are pushed aside. We all need to push for more women, people of color, and folks in the LGBTQ+ community as leaders, and even for more depictions of them in popular media if we ever want equity and justice in our society.
When we empower girls, we build stronger democracies. When girls have access to education, they can grow up to become leaders in their communities. They can participate in decisions that affect their lives.
That women taking up space in the government is so much more than a cosmetic tweak that makes us feel better. It sends the right message to girls that they deserve to share their opinions openly, that they can hold positions of power, and that they don't need anyone's permission to do so. So to achieve that kind of change, support the Girls Lead Act.
I think it's extremely important for young girls to see themselves represented in politics and the media because it tells them that even though we are largely taught that women played an inconsequential role in history, they are important, the contributions they can bring to the world are valuable, and that they are just as good as any man.
We know that women make good leaders. Research shows that including women in the beginning stages of peace negotiations decreases corruption and enhances stability. The countries that have best handled the COVID-19 crisis, such as New Zealand, Germany, Finland, and Taiwan, all are led by women. To have future women leaders, we must empower and educate girls all over the world.